Hi again, it's me, Boo, for a very special edition on a very special day. Today is my husband's and mine's 22nd anniversary. I was hoping he'd get off a little early, but doesn't look like he's going to, so I figured I'd knock out a video while I'm waiting for him. So, and it's a very special edition because I'm announcing to the world I am an aromatic cheater. Ambre Narguile, that was my girl. I still love her. I've just found out that my heart is big enough that I can love many fragrances. So I don't want to feel like I'm cheating on her, but somehow I do. And it is with a man named Tom Ford and his fragrance, Tobacco Vanille. Whoa! Isn't he beautiful? Oh, he's so pretty. So, and when I talk about Ambre Narguile being a woman, well, this fragrance here is all that is man. I mean, as far as being personified, it is totally androgynous. Oh my gosh. It's yummy. Oh! And my bottle just got here. I have been dying and waiting for this to get here. I've been living off of a sample for the last week and a half. Anywho, this is the bomb. It truly reminds me, when I say a fragrance is personified, like the Bond number 9s, like I explained before, they transport you to destinations known. You know, New Harlem and Bleecker Street and Wall Street and all those places. They're even expanding out into hitting New Orleans, and I think they've got a Texas, one of the cities in Texas, you know. So now they're starting to expand out to the rest of the U.S. And their fragrances represent what was inspired by whatever that fragrance is named after. So if it was Bleecker Street, then Bleecker Street, the smells there inspired that fragrance. Well, Ambre Narguile, like I told you before, is more of a fragrance personified, and it's all girl. I mean, it is all girl. The desire and the seduction and all of that, and the craziness and the demanding, obsessive lover, that is totally female. Sorry, ladies, but it is. This one, on the other hand, is a fragrance personified, but this is all male. This fragrance here. This is definitely a scent male lover. And unlike Ambre Narguile, where she would be pounding down your door, and if you didn't answer it, she'd start stalking you. Tobacco Vanille definitely plays the game of seduction. So he wouldn't be a wham-em bam-em and forget to thank you ma'am. He would be the kind that would just give you a look from across the restaurant, and you could have sworn that you drank a bottle of tequila, because poof, there goes your clothes. That's the kind of fragrance this is. And then he takes it to the next level. So he's not a kick you out of bed and, you know, make you put on your clothes out in the car as you're driving away before morning comes. This fragrance here is the kind that, I don't know if I should say this, but I'm going to anyway. It's the kind that would make sure that you had at least 2 or 3 happy endings long before he did. And then he'd make sure that he woke you up with breakfast and coffee. That's Tobacco Vanille. Oh my gosh. And it really, truly reminds me, back when I used to drink, one of my favorite things to drink was Drambuie. And I would put it in a brandy snifter, and I'd light it on fire, and I'd heat it up for 10 seconds or so and blow it out. And it would just warm the juices up enough, and it would create this, just this angelic aroma coming up out of the snifter. A slightly kind of boozy orange smell. So that's kind of what this reminds me of, is right after I've blown out the snifter, that aroma, it's almost, it almost, I don't want to say burns, but it warms up your sinuses and your throat, as just taking a breath of the aroma does. Going down, it just warms everything up, and it just, I mean, you've kind of got a little contact high just from the fumes coming out of the cup or the glass. That's what this is like. Tom Ford's Tobacco Vanille is a happy ending in a bottle. It truly is. I can't begin to say enough about it. I am going to tell you what's in it, but it doesn't even matter. It is sex in a bottle. I don't know what else to say. The fragrance features tobacco, tonka bean, vanilla, and cacao. Is it? Yeah, it's cacao. I always mix up cocoa and cacao. I don't know. I'm not even sure what the difference is, but I'll probably put up a little word bubble later trying to figure it out, if I figure it out. So anyway, ladies, again, I think now they've officially made this an androgynous scent, so it's unisex. But even if it is listed as a men's fragrance, don't let that intimidate you. This is one of the best things I've ever smelled. Okay. I hope I didn't say that very loud, because honestly, I still love Ambre Narguile. It's still, okay, here's, I know, okay. When I get tattoos, inevitably, after I'm done and I'm healing, somebody asks me, well, where's the most painful area you've ever had tattooed? And the traditional answer that most tattoo artists and people who get tattooed a lot will tell you is whatever is being tattooed at that moment. That's what hurts the worst. I'm finding out that whatever fragrance I'm wearing at the moment is my favorite. And I'm wearing Tom Ford right now, so he's on my top list right now. I know. Why do I feel like I'm cheating? And I'm here to tell you, I've got some more that I'm just as crazy about as this, as Tobacco Vanille. Now, whether or not I'm as crazy about all of these as Ambre, I really hate to be a hypocrite, and I hate to say, I know that the world is going to say, I told you so, because I knew you were going to find something else once you did that video, because you were acting so crazy and acting like you were so obsessed with it, and I knew there was other better fragrances out there. Well, you were right. It's true. Go ahead and tell you I told you so. Because there's other ones that I'm going to do a video on just for them, because they are my favorites. I just am finding this cornucopia of aromas out there right now. Thanks to a lot of you out there. You're giving me suggestions, and I appreciate it. Keep them coming, because I am just on the computer typing and resourcing and researching and trying to figure out, you know, what these smell like, and if, you know, where I can get a sample and all of this. So I really appreciate all of your suggestions, your comments, and your support too. I mean, gosh, you guys have all been so nice, and I am really truly a dork on here, and I totally know it, but I just really appreciate everybody being so sweet about it and not being too judgmental. But anyway, this back to focus, back down to earth. Okay, so people say this smells like hypnotic poison, eau sensuelle. Somehow I doubt it. I can't even imagine. I don't picture that as a happy ending in a bottle. Vanille Noir by Yves Rocher. Spice Bomb by Victor and Rolf. Now that one I have smelled, and I don't think it smells like it. Pipe Tobacco by Demeter, or Eau de Beau by L'Octane in Provence. And actually, I've got that one. That was one of my cupboard finds, or drawer finds, or dusty finds, whatever. And I haven't gotten to it yet to sniff it out, but I will let you know if it smells anything like Tom Ford Tobacco Vanille. I'm dubious. But I have learned that every time, you know, and me being so into science, I know better than to speak in absolutes. You know, to quantify something I'm saying by saying an absolute like never, forever, always, you know, that's bull. Even the laws of gravity can be bent or circumvented. So nothing is absolute. So for me to say that I could never cheat on Ambre Narguile and everything, that's ridiculous. Because I already have. And I'm having a blast doing it. And I'm going to continue doing it. So anyway, I think that's it. That's all I had to say. I don't know if I'll have time knocking out another one tonight, but if I don't, I'll probably do another one, next week or something. But I sure appreciate everybody out there. I hope I'm giving you some kind of information. And if you have any suggestions, any critiquing, feedback, or anything that you want to give me to make this more informative, things that I'm not telling you that you would like to know, I love research. So lay it on me. So anyway, this is Tom Ford, Tobacco Vanille. One more sniff. I like it a lot. And this is Boo. Have a great weekend. Peace.